ready to lie. Interviews are just think of it like a first date. Everybody wants to make a good first impression, and to do that you just need to lie. And I just realized that's the difference between men and women. Men are not afraid to ask for what they want, and women kind of feel like, oh no, I don't want to be pushy. Hi guys, I'm Mimi Just Do Me. Welcome back to my channel. We are looking good and feeling good, and today I want to talk to you guys about something a little bit more serious. I've been talking a lot recently about how to make money on YouTube, but I know that a lot of my subscribers are not YouTubers and are not influencers, so we're just going to talk about how to make money, how to get your coin from your 9 to 5. So first of all, I'm going to talk about how to get the job, because a lot of you guys have been asking me for interview tips. Basically, when I share that I got my dream job and I'm earning 3 times more coin, yes you guys wanted to know like what I did, how I did it, and you wanted some hints and tips, and I'm more than happy to share as usual. But I'm also going to let you know how to get your pay rise, because I feel like that's something we don't talk about either. The way YouTubers don't talk about how they get their sponsorships and how they get their money, I feel like we've been taught, especially by our employers, not to talk about how much money we're earning, and that's the main cause of the disparity between men and women, the difference in the paycheck, the fact that we don't talk about it. So a lot of times we'll find that our male counterparts are earning significantly more money than we are while we're doing the exact same job. That's not going to fly anymore. We need to start discussing these things. So yeah, I'm going to talk to you guys about that today. But before I get into this video, I just want to shout out Skylar Glam Cosmetics. I'm going to flash out on the screen. She's a subby and she just sent me some of her lipstick. She's got her own like makeup line. And yeah, I'm all about promoting, young startup companies, especially the ones that are like, following my channel. So I'm actually wearing her matte lippies, and can I just say I am obsessed with it. Like obsessed. Like this wait, this is it. So I'm wearing 2 different colors, the Dreams and the Obsession. So I've mixed them to create like an ombre look, and obsessed. I'm gonna link her Instagram on the screen. I'm going to link the products below, and I'm going to put a discount code as well for you guys. So I think with the discount you can basically get these lippies for like £5, whereas you're going to get like bomb ass matte lippies for £5. But anyway, moving on into this video, let's talk, guys. Okay, so let's talk about getting the job. Now this is probably the harder part. Negotiating for a higher salary is easy once you've actually got the job, but what do you need to do to get the job? And this is very relevant, I feel, right now in my life, because I've obviously just got a new job, and I've actually recommended 2 of my friends who I was working with in my previous job at HPE. I've recommended 2 of my friends that were doing the exact same job as me, have very similar experience to me, and they have both not gotten through the interview process. So yeah, let's talk about that. So for both of them, it's for very different reasons. But what I will say is you need to leverage your resources. You need to look around you, and whatever you have, leverage it. So if I'm going for a position that I don't really have the experience for, I'll probably speak to somebody in my company who is maybe doing that role and find out as much as possible from them. What can I do to stand out? I'll speak to my brothers and sisters. I'll role play with them. I'll do presentations with them. Just anything I can, leveraging the people around me, because they will give you feedback and they might give you something that you've not thought of before. They might tell you actually what you said doesn't quite sound right. So make sure you make use of the people around you. That's something that I feel like my friends didn't really do, which makes 0 sense, because they could have leveraged me. I could have told y'all what to do to get that job. So that's the number 1 thing. The number 2 thing is be ready to lie. Interviews are just think of it like a first date. Everybody wants to make a good first impression, and to do that you just need to lie, or bend the truth a little bit. I'm not going to say lie about all your experience, because if you're going up for a job that you can't do, sooner or later they'll realize that you can't do that job and you will get fired. But the standard question they would always ask is, why do you want to work at so and so and so? Now, 9 out of 10 times the truth is because I saw that you were looking for a person, I needed a job, and the amount of money you were offering is very appealing to me. But can you go there and open your mouth and say that? Of course not. You know, what they want to hear is something completely different. So I'm just going to give them exactly what they want to hear. Like, lie, lie, lie. I want to work for your company because I've seen that you guys are growing at this rate. I see that you guys have made some valuable acquisitions in the last 2 years that really just sets you apart in your marketplace. I understand the culture from the research that I've done. Always say you've done research, even if you didn't open up anything. Just always say, from the research I've done, I like the culture, the workplace environment is very appealing to me. Blah blah blah. I'm actually going to do a proper video about like interview techniques with my sister. She says she's more than happy to come on the channel and do that with me, so I'll do that then. But I just want to show you guys, you can't just say I just want a job and you have a job and I like the money. No, you've got to lie. You've got to give them blah blah blah. Another one is, why are you leaving your current job? Can you go there and say, I don't like my manager, in fact I hate my team, they're really mean? No, you can't say that, because they're gonna think, well, so if you come here and you don't like your manager and you don't like your team, you'll leave as well. And they're also going to start thinking, actually, maybe there's something wrong with you. Maybe there's a reason your manager doesn't like you and your team don't like you. So you can't say that. If they ask you why you want to leave, always say, because I'm looking for more opportunity. I want the opportunity to grow. I feel like I've learned everything I can possibly learn in my current role and I really want to push myself. Blah, yada, yada, lies. I don't really want to push myself. I just want the money. The money I saw you were offering. That's it. Of course, if you do want to push yourself and all that jazz, say that as well. That's good too. But like, it's so important. Do not go there and just like say what you want to say. No, tell them what they want to hear and do your research as well. If you really want a job, be prepared. They say to be forewarned is to be forearmed. This job that I got, it was literally the most difficult interview process I've ever been through in my life. And I remember wanting to just quit, just thinking, God, like, I'm not even sure this job is worth it at this point. And I said to my sister, before I went for the final, I did 4 interview rounds, guys. 4 interview rounds. The last one was a panel interview with 4 people. And before I went for that last final round, I remember saying to my sister, like, if I don't get this job, like, I will have 0 regrets, because I have done everything I can possibly do. I have researched, I have just, yeah, if I don't get this job, it's okay. I did everything I can do. Can you say that? Don't go into an interview unless you feel like confident you can say that. Have you researched the company? Are they in the news? Where are they? Who are their competitors? What do they do? You know, are they growing? Are they declining? Why is your job role actually available? Know these things, and also know the company culture. There's a resource that I use called Glassdoor. If you're not using it, go use it, because me, before a company calls and asks me to come for an interview, before I accept, I'll go and check on Glassdoor. What do their employees, current and past, have to say about them? And that will often let you know, is it a good like office work environment? You know, is it a nice place to work? What is the salary? It will actually tell you for your job role that you're going for what the average salary is. Actually, the company that I work for now, they acquired a company a year ago, and that company contacted me a month before this new company contacted me. And they contacted me and I thought, actually, this is quite a nice company. I looked on Glassdoor, I saw the salary they wanted to pay. I said, no thank you. I'm not moving back to the UK for that, I'm sorry. And then a month later, you know, my current company contacted me and I went to Glassdoor again and I saw and I was like, yes, that's more like it. And the salary was just way more than anything I'd ever heard before. But so I was just like, yes, let's go for it. But when I was preparing, you know, they have also questions that they were asked in the interview process. So I wrote down all the questions that different people were saying. I prepared my answers for each of the questions. I was ready. I knew everything they were going to ask me before I even got there, and I just served them the lies. The lies they wanted to hear. I just give it to them, you know, I give it to them. So that's like the most important thing I would say. If you want to get a new job, or if you want to get the job of your dreams, be prepared, do your research and lie. That's all. Okay, now moving on to like getting that pay rise, because I know a lot of people, especially women, struggle with this. And I'm going to tell you something that I'm really starting to believe. Obviously, there's a pay disparity, and I feel like the system is geared against us, but I also feel like we are geared against us. We have a large part to play in the fact that we don't earn what our male colleagues are earning. And I will tell you why. Women are taught from a young age to be princesses, to be kind, and there's that perception that if you're a boss, like if you are like a bulldog in the boardroom, that or you're just some kind of unfriendly woman. No, I'm a warrior. You don't want to meet me in a boardroom or a courtroom. I do not play. Like, as nice and as, when it's time to do business, I get my business done. So yeah, I'm a princess by day, warrior by night. You best believe it. And that's something that I feel has served me well, but there is always room for improvement, and I'll tell you why. In my old job, a few years ago, I didn't get a pay rise meeting for 18 months, and I knew from the company that they were meant to be done annually, so at least once every 12 months. And I stayed on my manager's case. I was like, we need to talk. Like, when is my pay review? When is my pay review? When is my pay review? So by the time he kept saying, yeah, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. By the time it came, I knew that man had put several more thousands on my pay slip, because he knew Mimi wasn't playing. I wanted my money and I wasn't afraid to ask for it. So I know that the percentage of my salary that I got as a pay rise was a lot more than some of my other colleagues were getting. It wasn't what I wanted. It was actually half of what I wanted, and the man was looking at me like, you should be thankful. And I was looking at him like, thankful for what? But it's okay. Like, sometimes it's okay. You have to also deserve the pay rise that you're asking for, so always have something to back it up. So what I would suggest if you're going in for a pay rise is you go in before the actual meeting of the pay rise and you say, look, I know we have this meeting coming up, and I just wanted to let you know that this is what I've contributed. This is the growth I've added. These are the projects I've completed successfully. These are the benefits you have received as a company since I started working here. This is what I have been doing over the last 12 months, and these are the results that I have brought in, and put your expectation and say, and because of this, I believe I'm entitled to a 10%, 15%, 20%. Quantify what you believe you're entitled to, and maybe add a little bit of tax on top, because even if they don't give you that, they will give you something close to it. So have your facts to back it up, because that's going to make the negotiation process a lot stronger. Don't wait for them to come and tell you what they're giving you. I would say go tell them what you want and why you want it, why you deserve it. Do not be afraid. They're not going to fire you, that's for sure. They're not going to fire you. If you're good at your job, no one's going to fire you for asking for what you deserve. And the reason I'm going to say this is my new job, when they told me the salary, I almost fainted. It's more money than I've ever been on. So I didn't even complain, because I was like, but you don't even know. You don't even know how much more you're paying me than my last job. But then 4 days after, they actually offered me the job on the spot at that final interview, because your girl smashed it. She was prepared. But 4 days after, when they were doing all the contracts and everything, the recruiter that contacted me, he said, Mimi, we weren't able to get, the price that we agreed. And I was like, okay, what do you mean by that? Okay. He said, we actually got you this, and it was more money. And I just didn't understand, because I didn't even ask for more money. They just came back and they gave me more money. I didn't ask. And I was like, okay. And that just really let me realize that there is room to negotiate. Don't ever just accept any salary that they offer you, because they're expecting you to negotiate. And I think they were shocked that I didn't. And because of that, they actually, I guess because they valued, how well I did the interview, they actually offered me more money. And when I got there, a guy that got the same job as me, he said he negotiated for 5 grand more. And yeah, they offered me more money, but they only offered me like 2 grand more. But then that's because I didn't ask for more money. I didn't ask for anything. And I just realized that's the difference between men and women. Men are not afraid to ask for what they want, and women kind of feel like, oh no, I don't want to be pushy, I don't want to be me. That's the last job I will ever go up for, that I will not ask for more money than they tell me is in the packet. I will never accept another packet at at the value they tell me ever again. We will negotiate, and when I'm negotiating, I will say, look, this is the experience I'm bringing, these are the results I'm bringing from my previous job, this is this, and I know you want me because you would not have offered me the job, so let's talk. So that's, guys, what I really want to share in terms of getting the job and in terms of getting your pay rise. You know, don't wait for them to come and tell you what they want to give you. Go tell them what you want, what you deserve, and why you deserve it. And don't take the first offer they come at you with a new job, because there's always room to negotiate and improve. Do not be scared as a woman to ask for what you deserve. We are bosses, we are warriors, and we are princesses too. So I am Mimi with Just Doing Me. We are looking good, we are feeling good. If you guys enjoyed this video, comment down below and let me know if you guys want to see more about how to get your coin, how to slay in the workplace, and how to be a boss, because I am more than happy to share. And let me know about your stories as well. I really feel like the more we share, the more we can help each other and lift each other up. So when was your last promotion? How much did they put on top of it? How long have you been waiting for a promotion? How long have they been playing with your mic, girl? Nah. So by the way, guys, don't forget to check out at Skylar Glam Cosmetics, because she's got me looking all that flicky. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you don't leave. Make sure you don't leave without pressing that subscribe button. It's almost 10,000. I love you guys. I'll see you soon.
Classic.